Good morning, Thursday, April 30th. And it's English, my bugs. Get your English pages out. You've been working hard. We're going to go over that, okay? So get them out. Boys and girls, we have Flat Stanley to help us here today. He's going to remind us about adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns, and they tell us how the noun looks, sounds, smells, tastes, or feels, okay? Remember, we're talking about our five senses. So Stanley's here to help us, remind us that we're talking about our senses, and adjectives describe those things about our noun, okay? So let's start out with, boy, pardon me, boys and girls. So we are in chapter 11, adjectives, and we are on page 229, okay? Now, boys and girls, I'm going to look at my schedule here. I believe you have an assessment tomorrow, so you can use these pages to help you with the assessment tomorrow, okay? So let's go through them and make sure we have the right answers, okay? We only did the odd numbers, okay? Remember, an adjective is going to tell us what kind, okay? What kind. And the first thing we talked about was, how does it look? What do we see? How does it look, okay? So let's do that on page 229. Number 1, many animals live in the beautiful rainforest. What kind of rainforest? Beautiful. Beautiful was the word describing rainforest. That's how it looks. Number 3, the birds sit on long branches. What kind of branches? Long branches, and we can see that the branch is long, okay? That's something how it looks. Number 5, now they're asking us to draw a box around the adjective that answers the question, what kind? So now we're not writing it in a blank, we're drawing a box around that adjective, okay? God made birds with short tails. What kind of tails? That's the underlined word, short. You should put a box around the word short. That's how it looks. Number 7, some birds have square tails. What kind of tails again? Square, and that's how they look, okay? Should have put a box around square. We skipped 8, let's move on. Number 9, now it says to write the adjective that answers the question about the underlined noun, just like we did on the front. Number 9, little birds fly in the jungle. Birds is underlined. What kind of birds? Little, okay? Little birds. Okay? Number 11, birds live in tall trees. What kind of trees? Tall. Then on the next one, we're going to draw a box around that adjective again, answering what kind. Number 13, they should live in clean cages. The word cages is underlined, so the adjective describing cages is clean cages. And we can look and see that it's clean, okay? Number 15 and 17 were review about plurals. Oh my gosh, Miss Karen, it's been a long time. So they gave you a green box. Let's look at that green box. Add ES to CH, SH, S, X, and Z, remember? And to make plural nouns. So if the noun ends with an CH, an SH, an S, an X, or a Z, you're going to add ES to make it plural. The blank barked at the rabbit. The word is dog. We should have written dogs in the blank and added S only to dog to make dogs. Okay. Number 17, the blank are clean. Dish becomes dishes. And because it ends in SH, we have to add ES. And so dishes is DISHES. Okay, I hope you got those right, boys and girls. Okay, good. Did you? Excellent.
That was easy.
Great. Okay, turn the page. Now we're talking about smell and sound. What do we smell with our nose? And what do we hear? What's the sound we're hearing? Okay? All right, an adjective can describe what kind by telling what a noun smells or sounds like. Number 1, we're going to draw a box around the adjective that answers the question, what kind? Number 1, the family sat around the smoky fire. Well, the box word should be smoky because that describes fire, okay? The smoky fire. And is that telling us smell or sound? Smell, that would be a smell. Number 3, a noisy truck went past my house. Truck is underlined, and the word that describes it is noisy. Okay, so put a box around noisy, and that's a sound. We can hear something is noisy. Okay, good. Number 5. It says mark the sense that the adjective uses. Oh, this gets a little more difficult, boys and girls. So they have underlined that noun, they have boxed that adjective, and you have to tell us which kind of sense is being used on that adjective. Number 5, the small book fell onto the floor. They underline book. Small is our adjective. So does that tell us how the book smells, how the book looks, or how the book sounds? It tells us how the book, what it looks like, okay? What kind? Small. It's a look. You should have darkened the circle with look. Then I hope you did 7 and 9. If you wanted to do 8 too, it's totally fine. But we should have done 7 and 9. It says complete the word web by writing 3 adjectives. So they want you to give an adjective about how something looks, how something sounds. And the thing at the middle of that word web is dog. Oh boy. Okay. So there's lots of ways we could describe a dog, how they look. Small, okay, large, spotted, okay, brown is what I put, okay, black, okay. We can have a lot of ways to describe our dog, okay. Make sure it's something you see, it's a look, okay, and that it's not a word that you can't say right in front of the word. So if you said the dog crossed the street, you should be able to put your adjective in front of dog. The brown dog crossed the street. The small dog crossed the street. Okay? And it needs to be something you can see. So you can't put hungry because you can't see if a dog is hungry. That's not something you can see. Okay? So you have to put something you can see. It's a look. How does the dog look? Okay? The other one was sound. Okay? Now I put noisy is one of the choices, but the problem I have with noisy is it's not real specific to a dog, okay? Up here we had a noisy truck. So noisy could be any kind of thing. So we could use that, but we could use something a little more specific that's specific to a dog. I put whiny, the whiny dog, okay? And also if you said bark, well, I can't say the bark dog. Uh-oh, that's not an adjective. It's actually an action verb, bark. So how can I turn that into an adjective? That's describing how he sounds. We could say barking, the barking dog. Then something I hear, the barking dog. Okay? All right, great, good. I hope you had fun with that. Turn the page. Now we're going to draw a box around the adjective that answers the question, what kind? Number 11, the stinky dog needed a bath. I'll bet. Okay, underline dog they had, and you need to put a box around stinky. And that is how the dog smells. Okay, that's a smell. Number 13, God made the buzzing bee. Yes, he did. Okay, and bee is underlined. And what is the word that's describing the bee? Buzzing. And that is something that's a sound. It's a sound, the buzzing bee. Okay, go on down to number 15. It says mark the sense that the adjective uses. So we know 3 now. How something looks, how something smells, and how something sounds. It's got to be one of those. Number 15, the roaring lion hunted for food. Is that something we can look at and see? Is it something we can smell? The sound, the roaring lion hunted for food. We can hear that roaring of that lion. Go on down to number 17. Oh, here's some review of linking verbs. It says circle the linking verb that completes the sentence. Remember, we use is if it's singular. We use are if it's plural. We use was if it's singular. We use were if it is plural. Okay. Number 17. The dog in the wagon blank little. The dog in the wagon is little. Okay. So you should have circled is. What if it were the dogs in the wagon? Then it would be are. The dogs in the wagon are little. But if you look at our picture, there's only one dog in the wagon. All the rest of them are running beside the wagon. Okay, lucky dog, he gets to ride in the wagon. All right, here we go. Turn the page to 233. All right, Stanley, now we're going to talk about taste, that we do with our mouth, our tongue tastes, and with the way things feel, okay? Now I pointed to the hand because a lot of things we touch, we can feel, but we can feel things on our skin anywhere. We can feel somebody touching us, okay? We can brush up against something. We can feel the air. Is the air cold or is the air warm, okay? Those are all things we feel. Draw a box around the adjective that answers the question, what kind? Okay, we've been doing this. We know how to do that. Number 1, we drink cold milk. The noun is milk, and cold is the adjective you should have put a box around. Is that telling us how something feels or how it tastes? It feels cold, okay? We can feel the cold, okay? Number 3, the soft kitten watched the boy, and the word kitten is underlined, and the kitten is soft. Put a box around soft. What is that? Is that something you can feel or taste? Yeah, you can feel. I hope you're not tasting a kitten, okay? You can feel that the kitten is soft, okay? Number 5, the children eat the salty chips. Chips is underlined, and we should have put a box around salty, and that's something we can taste, all right? Good. Go down to number 7. It asks us to mark the sense the adjective uses. Now we have more to choose from. Okay, we've learned about taste and feel, smell and sound, and look, how something looks. So we've got 5 now that we got to think about. Number 7, we ate yummy cookies. Oh, is that about the sound? Is that about the taste or the feel? It's the taste. Yummy is a taste. Turn the page. Number 9, it said write one adjective your partner used to describe an object on his desk. Well, you don't have a partner, I'm sorry. Maybe you asked a brother or sister, but you could have thought about some objects on your desk. I thought about a notebook. My flat notebook would be what I see. Okay. I also thought about a pencil. Sharp would be the word I'd use for pencil. And that's something I can see, but I can also feel that it's sharp, right? Okay, so I hope you use some adjectives, okay, that could describe something on your desk. I don't need you to tell me the object. You could. Flat notebook, sharp pencil, but that's fine. However you did that, okay? Number 11 and 13, draw a box around the adjective, okay? Number 11, Ella has a warm blanket. Blanket is underlined. Warm is where we put our box, and that's something we can feel. We can feel that that blanket is warm. Number 13, Mike ate a sour apple. Ooh, sour apple. Okay. And that is something that we can taste. We should have put a box around sour. Okay. And it's taste. Okay. And we're not having a mark taste or anything, but I want to make sure we're discussing, okay, that we're talking about that. Number 15, mark the sense that the adjective uses. The sharp rock cut my hand. Okay, well, I can feel that it's sharp, okay? So you should have darkened the circle by the word feel. Number 17, the green shoes belong to Sarah. Well, I can't taste green. I can't really feel something until if it's green, okay? I have to look. It's something I can look and see that it is green, okay? Boys and girls, that is a lot of work that you've been doing the last few days. You are not going to do practice. You're not going to do we're not going to do any of these. If you would like to complete these pages on your own, that would be fabulous, boys and girls, because the more you know, the better, okay? So if you complete these pages on your own, awesome, okay? Get someone to help you to make sure you're doing it correctly, okay? But boys and girls, I think that would be a great thing to at least read through it and see what other kind of adjectives we have. We do have other kinds of adjectives. We're not going to have time to cover all that, boys and girls. So I'm really sorry. This is a bummer way to end the school year. So tomorrow is your last assessment in English. Remember, boys and girls, there's no more assessments after this week. So if you want to use your coupon for a free 100, you have to attach it to the assessment and tell me the name of the assessment and all of those kinds of things. Don't just throw that slip in your packet because I don't know what it's for. Okay, you have to attach it somehow, and you need to write the name of the assessment on that ticket in case they come apart somehow. Okay, all right. So boys and girls, I love you. You've been working really hard. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Okay, keep it up. Keep up that good work. Thank you, Stanley, again for all your hard work. And I will see you later, boys and girls, and get that assessment done tomorrow. You may use your pages. Okay, that is fine. Okay, you may use your pages, but use your own brain. All right, I love you. Bye-bye.